Hi, friends. Happy Wind Down Wednesday. I'm so glad you're here with us this evening. Find someplace cozy to sit and we will get started. You might be wondering, what exactly is Wind Down Wednesday? Let's take a look at those two words, wind down. When you're winding down, you're calming down. You're becoming more peaceful. Normally, families begin to wind down in the evenings after the day has been completed. So, on Wednesdays, I will be sending a video to your grown-ups of me reading a story. You are more than welcome to listen to the stories. It's optional to listen to the Wind Down Wednesday stories. You're more than welcome to invite your pets and your siblings to join you to listen to the stories. We have been spending so much time in class learning about each other. It's the first week of school. It has been extra special learning all about you and you learning all about our wonderful school. We have been practicing the 3 to be every day. Also, we spent some time talking today about our classroom norms. We also discussed our nurtured heart rules. Do you remember what the word norms means? Remember, that norm part is a clue. Norms means what's normal or typical for a group of people. And norms are different than rules. Rules are usually given by a grown-up, and norms are created from a class discussion, including the grown-up. So we all came up with the class norms together. The Nurtured Heart rules tell us exactly what is expected of us. And it's important to know what not to do so that you're following exactly what's expected. So let's take a look at what we discussed today. As a reminder, that word nurture means caring with your heart about someone growing into a great person. So we made a list of our norms and our nurtured heart rules together. This was helpful because it's important for us to know exactly what is expected, which means what you need to be doing, and what's not expected, which is what you should not be doing. Listen carefully to our class norms. You're more than welcome to discuss these at home with your grown-up. Our norms. We listen to each other and Miss Falvey. We use the correct voice volume. We stop and think in line. We wiggle during recess and movement breaks. We use kind words. We show the 3 to be: safety, respect, and responsibility. We walk. We do our best work. We follow directions. Our nurtured heart rules. Now, as I said, rules are usually given by a grown-up to students, but this is another list that we thought up together. So it's important to know what not to do also, so that you know exactly what is expected. So we thought of these ideas to help us grow into the greatest people we can be. Don't stand on chairs. Don't hurt the teacher. Do not play with balls inside. Do not speak when the teacher is talking. Keep lights on if teacher says so. Stop and think. We're going to be talking about a new word tomorrow. It's called resetting. And that's very similar to stopping and thinking. Do not bully. Do not hurt your pet. Do not throw your food in your mouth. Don't kick someone. No food fights. No running inside. No yelling in the hallway. Do not do something the teacher said not to do. So I want you to kiss your brain because you did such a beautiful job creating this list, these lists. And we now have this hanging on our classroom door. So we are reminded every day of how important it is to care with our heart about us growing into the greatest people we can be. I will be looking for you being the greatest people you can be, and you can look at the greatness in each other. You can also notice the greatness in yourself. So we're going to be focusing a lot on our greatness this school year. Speaking of school, we're going to be reading 2 books today about school. If you like school, do jazz hands. All right, I'm so excited to get started. If you haven't found someplace cozy to sit, please find someplace now. The story we're going to be listening to is called The Teacher from the Black Lagoon. What do you think this story might be about? The story is by Mike Thaler, pictures by Jared Lee. The Teacher from the Black Lagoon. It's always important to read the dedication. A dedication is who the author and illustrator were thinking about when they wrote or drew pictures for the book. So, Mike Thaler dedicated the book to Dr. Jerry Weiss, who loves books and kids. And Jared Lee dedicated the book to all my teachers at the now defunct Van Buren High School. It's the first day of school. Put your thumb up if you did the first day of school already. I wonder who my teacher is. Give a connection wiggle if you were also wondering who your teacher is. I hear Mr. Smith has dandruff and warts, and Mrs. Jones has a whip and a wig. But Mrs. Green is supposed to be a real monster. Oh my, I have her! Mrs. Green, room 109. Do you remember our room number? It was on our poster, but I blocked it out so that we stay safe. But try to remember what room number we're in and share it with someone at home. What a bummer! We can tell that he's not feeling happy if we look at his face. I sit at a desk, I fold my hands, I close my eyes. I'm too young to die. Suddenly a shadow covers the door. It opens. In slithers Mrs. Green. She's really green. She has a tail. She scratches her name on the blackboard with her claws. Mrs. Green. How do you think the kids are feeling? If we look at their faces, it tells us. Freddie Jones throws a spitball. She curls her lip and breathes fire at him. Freddie's gone. There is just a little pile of ashes on his desk. Talk about bad breath. giggles Eric Porter. She slithers over, unscrews his head, and puts it on the globe stand. I bet she gives homework the first day of school. Did you have homework the first day of school? No. Your homework for today, grins Mrs. Green, smoke rising from her nostrils, is pages 1 to 200 in your math book. You all got your math books today. All the fraction problems. We've never had fractions, shouts Derek Bloom. Come up here, she beckons with her claw. Derek stands by her desk. This is a whole boy, she smirks. She takes a big bite. This is half a boy. Now you've had fractions. Doris Foodle cracks her gum. Pop! Mrs. Green swallows her in one gulp. No chewing in class, she smiles. Would you like a teacher like her? We're going to spend some time on Thursday or Friday talking about what kind of teacher do you want. It's important for me to know what you think a good teacher should look like and sound like and what it should feel like to be around them. Mr. Bender, the principal, sticks his head in. Keep up the good work, he nods and closes the door. Is she doing a good job? Do you think the kids feel like they're safe and respected? I wish I could get sent to the principal's office. Let's call the roll, cackles Mrs. Green. That means taking attendance. We take attendance during our morning meeting. Freddie Jones is absent. Derek Bloom is half here. Remember she ate part of him? Eric Porter is here and there. Doris Foodle is digesting, which means she's in her tummy. What about spelling? Shouts Randy Potts. Spelling can be fun, beams Mrs. Green, wiggling her fingers at him. Abracadabra, kazam! That's tough to spell, says Randy. Suddenly, there's a flash of light, a puff of smoke, and Randy's a frog. Zap! Penny Weber raises her hand. Everyone raise your hand. Let's practice something. In class, we learned about mirror. Do you remember what to do when I say mirror? Let's practice. Mirror. Touch your nose. Touch your head. Clap 3 times. Touch your shoulders. Kiss your brain. Mirror's off. Can I go to the nurse? She whines. What's wrong? Asks Mrs. Green. I have a huge headache, says Penny. Mrs. Green wriggles her fingers. There's another flash of light, and Penny's head is the size of a pin. Look how tiny it got. Bang. Better? Asks Mrs. Green. Do you think Penny's feeling better or worse? Now it's nap time. Everyone who still has one, put your head on your desk. Do you remember the 2 choices we have during quiet time? You learned about how to use the whiteboard and your Play-Doh. I hope I make it to recess. Sweet dreams, she cackles as I close my eyes. What's your favorite activity to do at recess? Suddenly, the bell rings. I wake up. There's a pretty woman writing her name on the blackboard. Ring! She has real skin and no tail. I'm Mrs. Green, your teacher, she smiles. So was he dreaming? Yes, he woke up because all of this was a dream. This is his real teacher. I jump out of my chair, run up and hug her. Well, thank you, she says. I'm glad to be here. Not as glad as I am. Why is he so glad? Yeah, he thought that he was going to have a monster for a teacher. The end. In class, we talk a lot about how our class would not be the same without, do you remember? All of us. And speaking of school and how we need you in our classroom to make it special, we're going to be reading one more book called This School Year Will Be the Best by Kay Winters, illustrated by Renee Adriani. This school year will be the best. Give a connection wiggle if you think this school year will be the best. Here's another dedication. Kay Winters said to Linda Dicker, teacher, and Eileen Wessel, principal, who know how to make each school year be the best. And then Renee Andriani said to the terrific teachers and students at Corinth Elementary School in Prairie Village, Kansas. Today was the first day of school. How were you feeling on the first day of school? We filled out a worksheet to tell how we were feeling. We went to the rug and sat in a circle. Hey, we sit in a circle at school. Do you remember who you sit next to in the circle? Our teacher asked, what do you hope will happen this year? We each shared a wish. I went first. I hope I get the best seat on the bus. Hey, does anyone remember the special seat that's in our classroom? There's a special seat in the center of the room that I haven't explained yet, but it looks really interesting. We're going to talk about it tomorrow. It's called the VIP table. What do you think that might mean? This year, I hope I'll remember my homework. I'll look good in my school picture. I'll bring my pet snake for show and tell. Today, Joe's pet Cuddles, that's the name of his snake, we'll have a chocolate fountain at lunch. What did you eat for lunch today? This year, I'll kick the ball into the right goal. On the day the fire truck comes, I'll be the one to squirt the hose. Put your thumb up if you've ever heard a siren from the firehouse. We'll take a field trip to someplace really cool. He's thinking they might go to outer space. Harvest Festival. I hope I won't be a vegetable in our school play. I want to take the class pet home for winter break. Our mom will bring a birthday surprise to school. We're celebrating a birthday tomorrow. If you're excited, raise the roof. I hope we get at least one snow day. Do you like when it snows? What's your favorite season? Summer, winter, spring, or fall? We talk about the seasons during calendar time. This year, I'll win the science fair. I hope I'll make friends in my new school. When the nurse measures me, I'll be tall. I hope our butterflies will hatch. What a fun-filled year. We'll have skateboard day. Hey, there's someone in class that wrote about how over the summer they skateboarded. If that was you, touch your ear. I won't lose things in my desk. We have lots of things in our desk. On Fridays, we spend time organizing our desk. It's important to have a neat workspace. The principal will do something crazy. It says read 100 books. The principal will kiss a pig. We have an extra great principal. I'm so excited that we have some place to go every day where we have a leader who is so helpful and kind. My report card will be perfect. Then our teacher told us her wish. I'll get to know each one of you. That's my wish too. And here's all of their drawings about all the memories that they make throughout the year. This year will be the best. The end. It was so much fun reading with you this evening. I can't wait until next week where we will have another Wind Down Wednesday. I hope you have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.